Chipotle suspending one of its managers as it investigates how an NFL player says he was treated at one of the chain's restaurants. Darius Leonard saying he was racially profiled and kicked out. We'll be talking with him in a moment, but first, here's ABC's Zachary Quiche with more on this story. Good morning, Zachary.
Eva, good morning to you as well. You know, despite the marches and the calls for justice, it's debatable whether there's been any real changes in this country in regards to the way that we see and treat each other. According to this NFL ball player, he says this is just the latest example of what it means to be black in America.
She got a little bit better as a pass protector. This pass is intercepted. It's guess who again? Leonard.
NFL linebacker Darius Leonard says he was kicked out of a Florence, South Carolina Chipotle, claiming he's the victim of discrimination.
And they said they was going to call the police, where they wanted to call the police on us.
According to Leonard, his group was finishing up when they were asked to leave by the manager. Leonard says he and his group, which included 4 other people of color, were eating and having a casual conversation when a white customer allegedly felt threatened.
A white guy said that we was verbally abusing him, talking trash to him, and you know, it was basically a lie.
This morning, Chipotle has suspended the manager involved. The company's chairman and CEO released a statement saying, "We have a zero-tolerance policy for discrimination of any kind. I've personally reached out to Darius, and I'm committed to ensuring the appropriate action is taken once the investigation concludes." For weeks now, millions have marched in protest of police brutality and systematic racism.
That's what being black in America is right now. You know, us not even doing anything wrong, going out to eat with your family, just trying to spend a little bit of quality time and can't enjoy eating anymore.
Now, the Indianapolis Colts did release a statement essentially saying that Darius's experiences reflect the struggles that so many other black Americans and people of color experience every day in this country.
All right, Zachary Quiche for us. Thank you so much. And Darius Leonard, linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts, is joining us now live to talk about all of this. Thank you so much for speaking with us this morning. First, I want to go back to how this all started at the Chipotle. You say that a manager told you that a white customer felt threatened by you. Did you have any interaction or conversation with that customer?
No. I mean, we walked in, we saw the white customer, but no, we didn't even acknowledge that he was sitting there. We sat away from him, didn't say nothing to him. So I think that's why this story seems a little crazy, because for someone to just go out and say something of that nature for absolutely no reason, it's still to me, I mean, it's very shocking, and it's still unbelievable.
And you said when the manager first raised the possibility of calling the police, you called it scary, and that you started thinking about your wife and your child. What was going through your mind in that moment? Once he said anything about the police, the first thing that came to my mind was, my wife and my little girl. And I was like, well, you're seeing all the things that's on social media of, the police and everything. My first thought that came to my mind was, I'm not making it back home to them. So, it's crazy that you have to think like that now when, something of that nature, of something of the police or anything getting involved with an African American, and it's very scary, just to even sit down and think about, leaving your house and making it back in one piece. And just to be clear here, you believe that you're a victim of discrimination and racism here, right?
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, like, it was a group of African Americans sitting there, absolutely didn't say nothing to anyone that was outside. And for us to just, come up with the manager, the way he came, his tone, his demeanor, and everything, we felt like we was very, very disrespected. Then he was like, the white guy said that y'all verbally abused him, and we knew that we didn't say not one word to the guy. We didn't even, look at the guy. So, we felt like that we was definitely racially profiled and, very disrespected.
Darius, quickly, because we're running out of time, but the manager at the Chipotle was suspended, and the CEO of Chipotle says that he reached out to you personally. What did he say to you?
He basically said all the things that he was supposed to say. Like I told the manager, when I told the CEO, I'm like, you know, he told me he had 3 kids. I said, you know, talk to me as a father. Put one of your kids in my shoes, and then talk to me as a father. I mean, everything he was saying, you know, politically correct. You know, we have zero tolerance of discrimination, this and that. And I was like, you know, I'm not trying to hear that. I want you to talk to me as a father and putting your child in my shoes, and then realize what I really just went through. And then, you know, he basically said, well, yeah, what you went through was a horrible thing, and it sucks. It sucks, you know, talking to the CEO, because, you know, only thing he was basically doing was apologizing because he had to. And I'm like, yo, I don't just want to apologize. You know, I want a step in the right direction to show that Chipotle is not a racist organization. I want you to see more, you know, diverse things in the community, you know, stuff like that. Just something that can show that we're taking a step in the right direction.
All right, Darius, thank you again for sharing your story and adding to this important conversation happening across the country right now. Thank you. Dan?
He clearly wants more out of Chipotle.
Yeah.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.